this video, we're going to teach you how to use story mapping as a narrative text strategy for young readers and to explain why it's effective for increasing comprehension.
Story mapping is a way to pick out the major structural elements in a story. It's a great strategy to use to help prepare students for retelling. Story mapping helps students organize the big ideas in the story. This is done by identifying the setting, characters, problem, and solution using a simple graphic organizer.
Another effective version of this is a someone wants but so graphic organizer.
Readers who use this strategy are able to see the structure of a story, knowing how stories work and are set up, which in turn helps them to predict and expect certain types of information.
First, the teacher should introduce the terms used in the story map strategy. So it is important to explain what the setting, characters, problem, and solution mean before reading. You might do this by using an example story that you've been reading together and show the student how to fill out the graphic organizer.
Even though the What's After Assessment text identifies story mapping as an after reading strategy, this has been implemented effectively as a during reading strategy as well. Then it can be used to help the child retell the main events after reading.
This is a traditional layout that is used with story mapping. Setting, characters, problem, and solution are all labeled in separate boxes for students to organize their thoughts.
The someone wants but so model is used as a different way for students to lay out the story in a sequence with the characters, the problem, and the solution. This graphic organizer is also separated into separate columns for students to organize their thoughts. Someone wants but so.
Okay, students, after just reading The Three Little Pigs, where do you guys remember that the setting was? Where did this story take place?
There was a stick house and a straw house.
Okay,
And a
you wanna
brick
write those
house.
down? Good. Write those in the setting box.
Stick house.
Brick house.
Straw house.
Good. Do you remember who the characters were in this story?
There was the wolf.
Okay.
Then there's three other pigs.
Was there anyone else in the story?
No.
What do you guys think the problem was in this story?
The wolf kept blowing over their houses. Their homes.
And so what did they do to solve that problem?
The brick house the wolf couldn't blow down.
Good.
It was stronger.
Great job. That organized all of our thoughts from our story, The Three Little Pigs. Here's our completed story map.
Well, we now know who the main characters are and where it takes place.
So, one day there was a little pig that built a straw house. And then the wolf came along and blew it down.
And then another pig built a stick house and the wolf came and blew that one down.
And then how would we use the solution to end the story?
Then we could say the third pig was smart enough to build a brick house and it was strong enough so that the wolf couldn't blow it down.
Good. Great story.
As you can see, story mapping helps readers pick out the main structural elements of the story. It also allows readers to enhance their retelling skills and to help be able to organize main events in the story. Readers do this by identifying the setting, characters, problem, and the solution.
The story map strategy is a wonderful way to get students thinking about the main points in the story. However, it can be challenging because students must piece together the different elements in order to retell the story in a manner that makes sense.
Which in turn helps.
How could we use this story map?
I can't.
Into separate columns for students to organize. Separate columns for students to organize their.
Great story.
Yay!